Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. So I am just here in my car. I'm at the park. I'm at the cliff. You can't see it; it's pitch black, but it's a full moon. And I went and did did an offering, and the energy is just so fucking intense. And I feel like the intensity very much is associated with this ace energy. Yes, it's intense because of the 10, but if you really think about it, the 10, no matter how intense it is somewhat familiar. It's the karmic cycle. You know, you've passed this ending many times before, just weren't able to actually complete the cycle, but now you are at the end of the cycle where you can truly complete it. So there's intensity associated with that, but then there's what I really feel is intense that I'm tapping into tonight is the Y paradigm, the newness. So some of you guys are being overwhelmed right now by the newness of something you're experiencing, because a couple of months, maybe a month or two ago, I was tapping into some of you that you moved, changed jobs. Like there was so much change, even your physical appearance. You either started or ended a relationship, changed social group, like just so some of you guys are already feeling and already like fully grounded in the intensity of your Y paradigm. But either way, the intensity is off the chain. Now, what's crazy is there's also this very, like, I have been super irritable. And I'm a fairly emotional and intuitive, empathic person, so there is a certain level of, like, moodiness that comes with that. But I have been particularly irritable and sensitive, but like directly my shadow. Not sensitive in the good empathic way. Well, that way too. But like the triggering. Like, but I feel like I'm handling it and I'm balancing it, but I haven't. Anyways, we're gonna pull some cards. This is Scorpio full moon. As I was walking in the darkness towards the car, I heard some kind of dog-like animal pretty much get ripped apart. It very well could have been a raccoon, but something died because it sounded like bloody murder for a good minute, like 60 seconds to a minute and a half, maybe even a little bit longer. And I just maybe started noticing it, but I noticed it for about a minute and a half of just like, it sounded like a dog. We don't have any feral dogs here. It was probably a raccoon, but something definitely died. By the time I got to my car, all of a sudden it just stopped. I was just like, whatever that is dead. And I actually found out that my grandpa passed. And I didn't want to share it with you guys because I didn't want you guys to be like, oh, condolences. Because one, I don't look at death that way, especially for a man that was his age and was not well. You know what I mean? So rest in peace to my grandpa. But, me and him were estranged. So I don't feel sad per se. But I definitely have been very reflective for the past day. It was actually more than a day because my mother brought him up randomly like a week ago. So when I told her that he passed, she was like, I made sure she knew, like, you bringing him up like that, this is why. Even if this is not what you tapped into, because it's not like she's like, oh, your grandpa's going to pass away. It wasn't like that. She just brought him up. You know what I mean? Like, we were talking, it was in context, it wasn't random, but she did bring him up and gave me a different perspective on him. Like, I didn't know certain things, and she told me certain things about my childhood, about him. And it got me to look at him a little differently when I was really feeling like kind of angry towards him. I lacked a certain level of respect for him. But whatever, anyways. But he passed away on Friday the 13th. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what are the odds? I don't know, there probably is odds for that. I don't know how many Friday the 13th there are in a year, but either way. And on like 2 days before the Scorpio full moon, or a day before. And I'm pretty sure the full moon's in Scorpio, right? Anyways, you guys will teach me, but there's a lot of this death energy, and if you're not experiencing it literally, you have to understand what death energy is, like from a broader perspective. Don't look at it as the end of life. Really look at what death is on the scale with regards to life. You understand? They're different sides of the exact same coin, is what I'm trying to say. Which is why rebirth, which is why judgment energy, resurrection energy, even just tapping into the birthing, because when you die here, that means you've been birthed into a different realm. You understand? So I feel like that's what's happening spiritually to many of the people that I'm tapping into the collective. Not death, but you, metaphorically speaking, dying in one realm and being birthed in another. So I don't know, it's really intense. Let me just pull a couple of cards and then wrap and go home. I don't even know what's gonna come out or what's gonna happen. But let's see if that will work out here. I broke the arm that I used to put the phone in. I have to re-buy it from Amazon. I just haven't yet, but I broke it by accident. But anyways, let's pray and just pull some cards. You guys know I'm in the car right now, and the only deck I have in the vehicle right now is the Romance Whispers deck, I think it's called. But anyways, let's pray. Creator God, Prime Source, Ancestors, Guardian Angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Creator God, Prime Source, Ancestors, Guardian Angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High, forever and ever. Amen. My allergies are... It's the one thing. I love summer, but the allergies, and I was in the bush a bit doing the offering, and allergies. That means summer's here. Okay, that really flew out. That came with some force. Speak the language of love. As I said, that came with force. Loving words have the power, i.e. force, to change lives, including your own. Whoa. Whoa. I feel like that's exactly how you're going to feel. Or exactly, somebody could be very taken aback by your loving words. And if it isn't in the romantic sense, this could just be like the loving words you shared, like you gave some kind of support and advice out of love, but you don't realize how much you impacted somebody, or how much change came about from a conversation that you had with somebody. Speak the language of love. Your love as a high priest or a high priestess is a spiritual tool. So some of you, because we did get in the other reading that some of you guys had somebody around you who was going through a tough time, going through a battle. They didn't really want to share it. Some of you guys could have found out what this person is going through, and your loving words, which they could have been afraid that you weren't going to give loving words and like judge them, or like, you know, be upset with them or be disappointed somehow, and instead you gave them loving words which were very powerful and brought change, not just your own, not just their lives, but your own, because you changed. This was how you executed change in some kind of, for some of you, it was a response. this speaking the love language. You're changing your behavioral patterning to include the language of love, meaning how you express yourself and how you want to get across and how you want to impact. Where before, something could have occurred and your powerful words were of anger, of frustration, but instead you're hitting the same force, same power, same positive, same ability to bring change, except for it's positive. It brings a more positive result because of what you used, the tool. So there's an energy of force, which makes me think the other option would have been anger. If it isn't these loving words, it would have been anger that you would have choose because of the power and the change. And I literally, before I saw this card, I said force, the word force. So there was that. And then, but from like a romantic, from romantic or even like a platonic, either way, it's still a relationship closest to you. The way somebody expresses to you how you impact them or how they feel about you, because I'm getting that somebody's going to express some kind of love to you, collective, and it's going to get you to see yourself differently, meaning it brings in change to you. This person's love is very powerful. So if it's not romantic, this is a very close friend. This could be a mentor, somebody you admire, a family member. It's someone close. And the way they speak to you, you might not have ever known they had these kind of feelings or looked at you as highly in regard as they do. But what I'm gathering is the impact that it has on you, collective. It changes the way you see yourself. I feel like you ground yourself in a humble confidence. So this person is confident, but they're humble. And they use love to make you, to bring change to you, to positively impact you. And this person, whoever this is very impactful. Then the other card is I love you. Look at, speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. And then the other card is I love you. These are powerful words. Holy fuck. It's crazy, eh? It's on the bottom of the deck. Be authentic, be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Now, this is where you're gonna realize discernment isn't as hard as you think, because you can feel this, you know it's real. This is somebody authentically expressing how much they love and admire and respect somebody. Collective, this can be both. This could be you doing this to somebody else and then somebody tapping you on the shoulder and you turn around and somebody's doing that to you and you're going, whoa. However this plays out though, whether this is you, this is somebody else, or both, this is very impactful. And what all this, it's not all this is, what this is its expression. Somebody is using their throat chakra to create change and impact using love vibration, instead of using their throat chakra to create change and impact using a lower vibration like hate, anger, and resentment. Or to bring some kind of confusion. Anyway, let's see what else. I'll keep that. I'll take that. Thank you, Creator God, Prime Source, Ancestors, and Guardian Angels, for the beautiful full moon, for the beautiful weather, for the abundance you bestow in my life and the collective's life. We're very blessed. Magic, oh my gosh. So I was doing an offering, and there was like a couple of people there, and I don't really give a shit about none of that. So I was just like, and they were kind of staring at me, and I'm like, the reason why I'm standing here is because I need this tree. It's the tree that I did the other offering at. For those that haven't seen the first offering, you guys can go. I actually recorded the first one and posted it. I'm pretty sure if you just type in offering, it'll pop up. Anyways, so whatever, they were immediately intrigued and they're like, no, it's okay, like, you know, we're interested. And I'm like, this isn't a collective thing, like I need to do my thing, but like, you know, just thanks. So whatever, I put the frankincense, I take 2 charcoals and I put it on the tree, and the tree is really thick, but I know I only have a small amount of time before it actually gets to, it's almost like it's shedding skin, but it's not. It looks like, you know when you have a scab on like you have a scab, like that dry, harsh skin, that's kind of what the tree had on it. So whatever, it's just the small charcoals, not even the large ones, but I put 2 of them, and I started laying my offering, and once I finished laying the offering, at one point the guy's like, Destiny? I'm like, I'm still not done, because I introduced myself, and yeah, I did tell him my name, didn't I? Wait, now I'm thinking, like, I'm so trippy. I'm like, wait, they knew my name, but did I tell them my name? Yeah, I did tell them my name. Anyway, don't mind me. So whatever, I finished my offering. I'm like, there's some fruits left if you guys want some. The ancestors were like, you can share. I put a pineapple. Because there was such a connection to the pineapple, so I put a whole big grown pineapple. I put, it was ripe and sweet too. I could smell it. I'm like, oh, I just wanted to like take a chunk out of it, but I left it. And I put the nice tangerines, the ones with seeds and stems and leaves on it. Like it was like fresh. It was so good. I had one of them. I left tangerines. I left kiwi. I left 2 coconuts. I left 2 pomegranates, 2 kiwi, 2 tangerines. I left, and 1 pineapple, and a handful of 5 apricots. All of them were fresh. And then frankincense, salt, and a bottle of Fiji water. So it was a really abundant offering, and some weed. My ancestors on it. Anyways, so they come over, 2 of them come over, and I give them some fruit, and I'm like, oh, I forgot the frankincense. So I take the bag of the frankincense, and I put it up, and I go, this represents the wisdom of our ancestors. And as soon as I said that, a gust of wind blew, and the charcoal caught the tree on fire. Yo, the man looked at me like I was a fucking ghost. He's like, yo, he goes to his friend, he goes, yo, did you see that? He started whispering to her, I'm standing right here. Like, I didn't say that, but I was standing right there, and he was like whispering to his friend, like, yo, she just said this, and the ancestors in the fire. And all I'm thinking is like, I hope this tree doesn't catch on fire, because like the cops will be here in 2.5 seconds, and like they already try to put tape and signs saying like don't cross the fence, and oh my god, that's all I'm thinking. This guy's thinking like this bitch is a fucking witch. Like, it was really funny to see like the ancestors like play with us a little bit like that. It was just fun. Anyways, I'm sorry. You guys are like, what happened to the cards? Yeah, spend quality time together. What do you want? What do you want? Somebody loves you. They're gonna express it. You're gonna express it. You're gonna impact somebody's life collective. Like, what do you want? Like, let me stop playing, yo. Let me do my job. Anyways, some of you guys are interested in like shit like that. The offerings and stuff. You like hearing about it. I probably should have recorded it, but it was dark, so it wouldn't have translated. It would have given Blair Witch vibes. Like, anyways, spending quality time together. Wow. And then romance. Oh, wow. And then physical touch. Okay, so there's a connection that's manifesting in the physical. That's what I got by physical touch. Okay? This means this is tangible now. This is in the flesh, this connection. So for some of you, this was a long distance relationship now. This spending time together and this romance is in the physical. Okay? For some of you, after this expression, there's a lot of physical chemistry. It's like you can't keep your hands off. It's like there's an expression. So some of you guys, there's somebody that you haven't had sex with, you haven't been physically intimate with. Once this expression occurs, all you want to do is spend time with this person and be physically with them. You want to touch them. Look at, it's just, it's intimate, it's close. It's just you get what I'm saying? But it starts like that, and then it's like boom, boom, manifests in the physical, and then, but part of what manifests this in the physical is this expression. This authenticity starts with self, and then speaking the language of love, expressing self, transferring self externally to you through the throat chakra by communicating. I love you, I care about you, I admire you, I appreciate you, you know, I want to work with you, I resonate with you, whatever the fucking case is. But I got it like romantic. And then we got romance and all this shit that came out, right? I feel like there's, for some of you guys, you were telepathically connecting to this person. You're single. You were telepathically, you were feeling this person come into your energy. So you could have been thinking you were fantasizing, but you weren't. You were tapping in to this person that you met, that you're about to meet. For some of you, you met them and you don't know it's this person yet because they haven't expressed themselves. You are impacted. You could feel very differently about somebody. That could be the impact. That's how powerful someone's expression is going to be. It can make you attracted to them. It can make you consider them romantically where you didn't before. You understand? This is powerful. It's impactful because it's authentic. You get it? For some of you, it's you. You want to express yourself. You want to create this impact. You're like, how do I do it? How do you do it? There's only one way. It's to be authentic, right? Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. That's how you create impact. That's your purpose. I told you guys, if God created you a certain way, authenticity is your real purpose. And not letting yourself become unauthentic, you understand? Which is really, that's how you deviate from your true authentic purpose. Like why you're created, why you were meant to be here. Because if you're authentic, everything you'll do, all the actions you'll take, all the decisions you'll make will be exactly what was planned for you. It'll result in exactly what is planned. If that makes sense. It's like, what's the plan? Well, you'll find out if you just live authentically, because then everything that happens from that point was supposed to. It's when we start being fake with ourselves and other people, you know what I mean? Then the illusions happen, and then it's like, what am I doing? What's the purpose? What's happening here, right? You lost authenticity, so you're now lost. Your authenticity is your true north. It's your light in the darkness. It's your seeing, your night vision goggles. It's your navigation tool, really. In this existence, your authenticity is your own navigation tool. So if it's love and romance that you're trying to navigate through, wondering if this is meant for me, if I should be authentic, and then you'll know. But if you have fears and codependencies, then you won't be authentic, because you'll sacrifice yourself in order to maintain whatever you're codependent on. Right? Or it'll stop you from taking actions towards what you truly love. Because your idea of what you need to do and how you need to be and what you need to take action towards, that's a reflection of this fake ideology of yourself and the world and other people and shit like that. That's what I mean. Authenticity is the way. That's why you don't have to be smart. You just have to be authentic. And you'll find a way. That's why people, they look at people and they're like, well, I'm smarter than that person. Well, maybe in one area, because everybody has a inner genius. Everybody has inner greatness. Everybody has a fucking all of these things. Do you understand? and whatever. Everybody's has an inner fucking idiot. Okay? My shadow's in a mood because my allergies are all flared up, but tonight was beautiful. You know why I'm in a mood? It's not the fucking allergies. It's not none of that shit. It's because I'm fucking triggered. That's what it is. Okay? Alright, anyways. Manifesting a connection in the 5e, that's great. For some of you, this tender touch. Some of you, if you're in a relationship, this is, you went through like an argument or like a really rocky period, I think, or there was like some kind of like tower moment in your relationship. And I feel like there's this desire to kind of come back and kind of, you miss your partner. You don't want to be mad anymore. Your partner is taking a very tender approach to you. It's acknowledging, for some of you, you feel really hurt, and before this person even says anything to you, the tenderness that they take towards you should show you that they have guilt, that they're remorseful, that they're acknowledging that they dealt with you rough, because they're dealing with you very tender now. If this is somebody acknowledging that they dealt with you disrespectful, because they're very respectful now. So this is the difference between somebody saying they're sorry and they're showing it. Somebody saying they've changed and they're showing they changed, right? Be it not talking about it, being about it, right? So that's really beautiful. Relationship patterns. It takes strength to recognize the need for change, which I think is just a reflection of what I just said. What else? The romance sector. Be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Now, for many of you guys, this is really important, because I was tapping into this needing to be in the present energy. It's very important because of your perspective, collective. Some of you guys are making decisions in your present moment with a perspective on the past. Or even if it is about the future, which is great, that's your why paradigm. Without being in the present, you can't really manifest your future, can you? Because some of you guys are in the past and or in the future, and you're not manifesting. It's because you're avoiding the present moment. It's like because I can feel it. I've been tapping into this. I've been channeling this message for about a day. The divine has been trying to get this message through to me for a day, and I feel like I'm in the present. I've just been gardening. I've been in my Empress energy a lot, like tending to house and home and nurturing and gardening and fucking all this shit, right? And then honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Again, there's this communication energy. So there is going to be a lot of this intensity, okay, and change is actually in your romantic relationships closest to you sector. Okay, and this has to do, I feel, the throat chakra, because it's the chakra in between the most pivotal ones. We talk about the head and the heart coming into union. Union energy as a whole has been so prevalent because of the evolution that is occurring. All the independence, that the reason why you had to be so independent was to evolve the tribe. So union is, of course, the goal. Okay, it's the speed, it's the natural, it's just a part of the ebb and the flow. In order to evolve the whole, you have to separate, bring individuality, evolve, come back to the whole. Go independent, evolve, come back to the whole then evolves. You understand? And then when the whole stops evolving, we break off into individual. So we can evolve the individual, then we come back together. if that makes sense. But yeah, this union energy is so prevalent. It's about this evolution here. And then, there's more. There's more. And then new love. Embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. And then we have the heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Okay, now what this is telling me here with this honesty is essential, this new love and getting to the heart of the matter, this is actually because somebody isn't being honest. Do you see how I feel like somebody isn't, this person has their back. This person's being honest. Actually, they're not being fully authentic either. They have a mask on. Yeah, this is somebody struggling with the need to be fully honest. This is somebody struggling with allowing you, or you allowing somebody else to even get to the heart of the matter because you're keeping that a secret. This is coming out because somebody, honesty is essential because somebody's not doing this right now, or they're trying to avoid it. So this could be trying to manifest with a wand, a cup, and a pentacle. You have the abundance, you have the stability, you have the fucking, the love, the passion, but you don't have the fucking truth. You're not manifesting. The magician needs all four things. And this is why this is coming out. Somebody wants new love, but they're not willing to be honest. So this could be some of you guys trying to manifest new love and going, why don't I get a new partner? Or why does everybody I manifest come out the same? Because you didn't manifest anything new. Because essentially you are missing the sword in the manifestation, which is the truth. So the issue there is in the root and in the throat chakra. Those are where the blockages are. Anyways, the heart of the matter, there's more going on than meets the eye. Yeah, well, no shit, because somebody isn't being fully honest. Anyways, okay, we're going to move on from that. Okay, and then ask for help, and that I saw in reverse. So somebody isn't asking for help. What do you really need? Be willing to ask, accept support. Ooh, some of you guys really struggle with this. You struggle to identify what you really need, and even more so, you're struggling to be able to ask for this, what you need, and accept the support. It's three different things. You struggle to identify the need, you struggle to communicate the need, and then you struggle to accept support in the need. Wow. That's a blockage. Okay. Grandfather and granddaughter made me think of me and my grandpa. Even though those are not the terms we ended off on, I'll tell you that. Anyways. I went and got the good fruit. My ancestors, they spoiled me. They demanded the best fruit. They wanted some fancy fruits. Okay. This card speaks about you asking for help. asking for help, before you even ask for help, you have to admit that you're struggling. Some of you guys, that's what I mean. There's like stages. You guys are struggling to admit that you need some kind of help, that you're struggling. So it stops you from putting you in a position to communicate that, let alone receive help. And then we have patience. Love is patient and kind always. That was in reverse. So not patient, not kind. I feel like this here, this could have to do with a child. Like some of you guys are struggling with having patience with a child. Because there's a little girl on here. It's like the divine's asking you to be a little bit more patient. You could be really feeling frustrated by your kid, or or somebody. If it's not a child, then it's somebody you're feeling really frustrated about them, and the divine's just asking you to acknowledge that you're frustrated. It's okay, and just consciously execute more patience, because you want that, and some of you demand that from other people. You need to be willing to give it, or else you're going to start losing people's patience, and you don't want that. Anyways, give a little bit more patience. Some of you guys are angry at somebody because of how long they took. And it's like you're saying to somebody, it's like you're saying, like, I can't, like, if this is somebody you're dating, some of you guys are like, you want to leave your partner because they won't do something. They won't marry you. They won't get engaged. They won't they're not ready to have kids yet, or they're not ready to move in yet. And you, or this could be somebody else, could be getting kind of nasty about that. This message is for whoever's getting nasty. They're being asked to, this isn't somebody who's dragging their feet. This isn't somebody who has no intentions of doing, this is somebody who is just not ready right now. And I'm getting that the divine is asking somebody else to be patient. If you want to leave this person, go ahead. But take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. For some of you, this person isn't going to marry you, and you need to you're not going to get what you want out of this person. So if it's to have a deeper level commitment, you need to just take a chance on love, meaning that you trust love will be out there outside of what you experienced. That what you want, that you identified you're not getting in this current relationship, is out there somewhere. 8 of Cups to 9 of Cups energy. Take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. Some of you guys, I was going to say something else. Some of you guys need to be patient. Or I was talking about some of you guys in a relationship. I don't remember that other download, but now what I'm getting is that some of you guys that are in a new relationship, you need to be patient with your partner, yo. Some of you guys are, and yourself, quite frankly. That's what I was saying. That, some of you guys should trust yourself and take a leap of faith to leave this person, because they aren't going to give you what you want. But for some of you, that wasn't what I was originally seeing here. That's how that was the message. Some of you guys, you need to take a leap of faith on love, meaning be patient and kind, and trust that this person is in alignment with you like they say they are. So this is somebody who says, I do want marriage, I do want kids, I do want to build a life, I do want to move in, I do want to do that fucking trip. whatever. But they're just not ready. Some of you need to be patient. Some of you have been patient enough. Either way. Practice compassion. See things from a fresh perspective. That's what I'm saying. I'm tapping into some of you right now that are lacking patience and compassion for a partner or a friend. It's somebody close to you. You're being impatient. Remember, I came into this reading saying that I've been really irritated and stuff. So that means I lack patience with other people. It's just a reflection of how I'm lacking patience with myself. I personally feel like this practice compassion, see things from a fresh perspective is actually, this fresh perspective actually comes in from some kind of fucking communication. Going back to the beginning of this reading here, with all this speak the language of love, I love you, be authentic, and be real and true to who you are, and then physical touch. I think this fresh perspective comes in because of some kind of communication. It's either going to make you, it's going to trigger compassion in you. This communication, this love here triggers compassion in some of you where you did not have it. You were lacking compassion. You didn't. This is the energy of I don't give a fuck, I don't care, and now something happens. Something's communicated to you, something's shared with you, and now all of a sudden you have compassion. Yeah, that's what I think. So this fresh perspective is like you're sharing. Somebody could be like, I thought you hated them, and you're like, yeah, well, this came in and now I feel differently. Right. Treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply. Wow. Some of you guys don't let yourself love others deeply. And you try to, and you feel like you can't. It's because where the depths of your heart, where you would love somebody, is wounded. It's in the darkness. It's not accessible. You hide it. It's locked up. It's compartmentalized. So when you go to try to use those parts of your heart so you can love deeply and treasure your loved ones and shit like that, you can't, because the parts of you that would do that are not available. You don't have the capacity. For some of you. So you think you lost love. You can't lose love. Collective, it's impossible. Love is an energy vibration. You can't even lose you. You know how many times we've died, all the dumb ways we've died through all the lifetimes? Like, we can't even fucking keep coming back. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, it's not that easy to. Let me not get all space cadet. Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. And then that came out with practice compassion again. And take a chance on love. Get to know each other, learn to meet each other's needs. That's where there's the passion. The patience and compassion. See things from a fresh perspective. You do that when you open your heart to get to know somebody. You have the capacity to truly get to know somebody. Learn to meet another person's needs for love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. Anyway, 44 minutes? No way. The last couple of readings have been like that. Like, where's the time going? Remember I told you guys that time, that this letting go of time business. letting go of time, and it turning into like space. It's like ever since that started happening, like time feels like it's flying by. Anyways, I gotta fly. Bye. You see what I did there? No, I'm just joking. Okay. I'm a weirdo. I gotta go. I love you guys. Until the next time I see you, keep letting your inner angels live. Mwah. Ciao.